Devorah Heitner, Growing Up in Public, Coming of Age in a Digital World. In Growing Up in Public, Coming of Age in a Digital World, Devorah Heitner provides an insightful exploration of the intricate dynamics shaping the lives of adolescents in the digital age. As a parent or guardian, balancing protection with privacy can be challenging when navigating your child's digital world. Heitner argues for a shift from invasive surveillance to mentorship, advocating that true growth stems from guided independence rather than constant oversight. This book summary delves into the pitfalls of parental monitoring, emphasizes the value of nurturing autonomy, and underscores the importance of fostering open communication and trust. By reorienting focus towards raising ethical digital citizens through engagement and understanding, Heitner offers actionable strategies for parents keen on empowering their children to safely explore their identities online, thereby creating a foundation for resilient, responsible digital presence and autonomy.
Guiding digital growth. Imagine feeling the sting of betrayal when your private thoughts are exposed without your consent. This is akin to what children may experience when parents secretly monitor their digital lives. In our hyper-connected world, it's crucial for parents to gravitate away from invasive surveillance and towards fostering open, trusting relationships. Instead of being digital detectives, parents should aim to be empathetic mentors, helping children shape their character and judgment. Surveillance, especially when covert, risks promoting secrecy and defiance, undermining the trust that is vital in the parent-child relationship. Kids need to make decisions independently to develop true decision-making skills, nurtured by guidance rather than constant oversight. Many parents, seeking to protect their children, turn to tracking tools, which ironically may stunt a child's independence and self-reliance, making them more dependent on parental control instead of their own savvy. Monitoring apps may seem like a safety net, but they bypass opportunities for valuable conversations about core values, expectations, and problem solving. It's not about solving every issue for them, but rather allowing them to experience life and make decisions, fostering growth. Children have always needed private spaces to explore their identities, historically a nook in the house or a hidden garden spot. Today's internet is that new expanse. Wise parents recognize exploration, both real and digital, as essential to development. They weigh concerns about digital activity against a child's age, the quality of relationships, friendships, and mental health status. Secret tracking can weaken bonds unnecessarily, whereas viewing monitoring as a mentoring tool enhances trust. Transparency about limited tracking, such as in scenarios of past bullying, can strengthen these bonds rather than harm them. Children's candid expressions, even when venting about parents, are developmental milestones, not threats. Misjudging these can strain relationships. It's pivotal to acknowledge that children's private interactions aren't meant for adult scrutiny. Parents should focus on clear communication, gradually easing surveillance while empowering autonomy. Cultivating digital maturity relies on guidance infused with respect, rather than control. In dire situations, such as mental health emergencies, enhanced monitoring might be warranted, yet this too benefits from clear communication on the limits and reasons for such actions. Ultimately, empathy and resilience triumph over surveillance in nurturing young people. By prioritizing mentoring, advised parents instill empathy and respect, equipping their children to face the complexities of a digital public life with confidence. Teens in the digital era. Imagine navigating your teenage years with every triumph and misstep on display for the world to see. Today's adolescents face this reality, as social media platforms become the stage for exploring who they are becoming. This exposure is a double-edged sword. While it allows them to express themselves and connect with others, it also amplifies their vulnerabilities. The quest for virtual approval can lead to a pressure-filled existence where only the most polished versions of themselves are shown, often at the cost of mental well-being. Despite these challenges, the digital world isn't inherently a threat to their development. Supportive parents can help bridge the gap between teens' online personas and their real identities, bolstering their confidence regardless of their screen time. Moreover, quieter teens find a voice, and passionate young activists gain a larger platform to make an impact, all thanks to social media. However, the effort to curate a perfect image can be exhausting, leaving teens in need of empathy and understanding. Parents can play a pivotal role by fostering honest conversations about the curated nature of online life and offering practical tools to combat feelings of inadequacy. The vital lesson here is the power of mentoring rather than monitoring. Overbearing oversight through surveillance can harm the parent-child bond and hinder a teen's growth. Ultimately, nurturing a teen's confidence and self-esteem means granting them the space to learn and grow by making their own decisions. By guiding them through the complexities of digital landscapes with respect for their growing independence, parents can help them develop into responsible and thoughtful digital citizens. Embracing their autonomy while providing the right support shapes an empowering path for the digital youth of today. Balancing sharenting and privacy. Imagine sharing your child's big achievements online, showcasing their talent with pride. However, this innocent act, known as sharenting, can unintentionally cross the line into privacy infringement. The delicate task lies in celebrating life's moments while honoring your child's right to privacy and dignity. Social media can be a supportive network for parents, but it's essential to respect children's autonomy. Even toddlers deserve freedom, which sometimes requires parents to curb their sharing urges. To preserve this delicate balance, 3 practical steps are recommended. Protect your child's present and future privacy, manage their online identity carefully, and remove potentially embarrassing past posts when necessary. When in doubt, choose to safeguard the child's rights. Establishing a family media policy can aid in these considerations, setting clear guidelines on what can be shared, by whom, and on which platforms. Encouraging teenagers to tell their own stories allows them to personalize their digital presence. Having straightforward conversations about both small and large-scale privacy issues is critical. Small privacy involves local, community sharing, while big privacy pertains to broader online data collection and protection matters. These discussions equip kids to maneuver their digital worlds, making thoughtful choices. In today's age, where young people are already under immense pressure to craft ideal online personas, parental guidance is vital. Allowing children control over their narratives respects their evolving autonomy. This approach not only empowers them but also molds responsible digital citizens. Through mindful sharing and informed dialogue, parents can help their children navigate the digital landscape safely, empathetically steering them toward privacy-conscious online behavior. Cultivating mindful sharing. Navigating the digital world can be a delicate dance for both parents and their children, especially when it comes to online sharing. As children begin to express themselves on social media, the challenge is not just about control, but about guiding them to share responsibly. Encourage your children to consider why they post and who sees it, as understanding these motives can transform impulsive actions into thoughtful expressions. Just as important are conversations about the potential risks like bullying or compassion fatigue and the richer, more rewarding benefits of engaging with a supportive community or exploring personal identity. Invite your child to visualize their online posts as messages on a t-shirt in a crowded room, teaching them to consider the audience and potential reactions. Encourage selective sharing, reserving personal insights for a close circle rather than a broad audience. By focusing on open dialogue instead of strict supervision, you can help your children develop sound judgment and responsible habits. It's about nurturing their autonomy while respecting their need for independence. Through honest discussions, parents can bridge the gap between their concerns and their children's need for freedom. Acknowledging the healthy motivations behind their posts, such as activism or identity exploration, allows for guidance on sharing wisely. This mutual understanding fosters trust and maturity in children, equipping them to create a conscientious and mindful digital footprint. With your support and advice, teenagers can learn to balance openness with privacy, crafting an online presence that respects their dignity and independence. Guiding digital growth. Navigating the digital landscape can be daunting for both adolescents and their parents, especially when online mistakes lead to negative attention. When a child makes an irresponsible digital choice, compassionate guidance is vital. Scolding a child harshly can reinforce detrimental patterns rather than rectify them. Parents play an essential role by demonstrating responsibility and protecting their child's dignity. It's important to address harmful views that children might express online, as these often arise from a lack of understanding rather than malicious intent. If a child exhibits racist or misogynistic behavior, it's crucial to acknowledge the issue and seek professional guidance. Parents should consider their own conduct and how it might have influenced their child. Additionally, conversations around historical and social contexts can prevent future mistakes by providing deeper insights into the negative impact of certain words and actions. Educating children early about sensitive topics is crucial. What a teenager might dismiss as humorous can, in fact, harbor deeply rooted societal pains. Proper education helps teenagers see the gravity of their words and actions. In doing so, it's imperative to combine learning with acts of reparation for those who have been hurt and offer support to the victims rather than focusing solely on shaming the perpetrator. The broader community's influence in maintaining harmful stereotypes should not be overlooked. Developing a sense of healthy guilt rather than shame in children is key. Guilt can prompt positive changes, while shame tends to immobilize. Helping children understand the effects of their actions, rather than just penalizing them, teaches responsibility. When faced with public backlash, it's important to acknowledge your child's emotions, ensure their safety, assist them in reflecting on their actions, and encourage reparative steps. Sometimes, public acknowledgement might be necessary but should follow a period of genuine reflection. Preventing these online missteps is more than merely concentrating on the outcomes. It involves fostering character development, ensuring mindful technology use, and guiding youth to make deliberate decisions in their digital interactions.
As Devorah Heitner posits in Growing Up in Public, the journey of raising children in today's digital era calls for a delicate balance between guidance and freedom. The takeaway is clear: emphasize mentorship over monitoring. By facilitating an environment of trust and transparency, parents can empower their children to develop sound judgment and independence in navigating online landscapes. This involves engaging in constructive conversations about online conduct, respecting privacy, understanding the roots of potential mistakes, and fostering a safe space for exploration. Ultimately, the role of a modern parent is to champion resilience and growth in their children, enabling them to become mindful digital citizens capable of carving out their narratives with confidence and thoughtfulness. It's not about protecting them from every pitfall but equipping them with the tools to recover, learn, and thrive in an ever-connected world.